Wonderful. Thank you so, so much, Jennifer, for being here today. And thank you for the moment we jumped on today. You said, you know what, call me Jennifer Renee. I appreciate that because, just like you were saying, some of the social power that exists within education, like it's time to break it down. It's time for all of us to work together. Um, I'm a note taker. I'm not sure if anybody else, I'm a note taker. And so I have just so many thoughts from everything that was said recently. First of all, my why, and just starting with what Jennifer said with us. Everybody, keep your why close. And if you don't know what your why is, it's time to do some reflection and figure it out. Sometimes even talking to a colleague or a friend about it will help you to understand. I actually recently had a colleague say to me, Renee, you realize your why. And she actually broke it down in a way that I had never conceptualized myself. And then the moment she said it to me, it was like, oh, that is my why. And for me, my why is about preserving childhood. I think it's important to preserve childhood. And I mean that for children and teens. And so I love that Jennifer said that. I also really appreciate that she talked about imposter syndrome. Um, Many who are on right now would probably look at Jennifer, Christos, Jane, myself, and think that none of us would ever encounter imposter syndrome. I do all the time. The first time I was asked to speak at a Senate Budget Committee meeting where you're like in front of senators and you're trying to get them to agree on that was a $54 million proposal for the community college system. I totally felt like an imposter. So you have to figure out, because guess what? You're going to feel like an imposter sometimes in this work. So figure out what you're going to do so you remember that you're meant to be here and that you're not an imposter. For me, I have a theme song. Whenever I'm in a space, a mind space where I'm like feeling like I'm less than, I have two different songs I like to play, and let the songs get in my head, and then I go into that space as Renee Marshall, and I'm ready to roll. So just know that every single one of us does feel that imposter syndrome, and still do. I've been in education. I'm 48 years old. I started working with children and teens technically when I was 10 years old, but as a job starting at 16. And so it's important to know that it's okay no matter where you are with your development. We're all here developing, trying to be better, trying to be good for our communities. That was something also that was said. Educators make strong communities. I think that is really, really powerful. And she said, because we're problem solvers and we're resourceful. And I think that's really important for us to know. Another thing, too, today is about possibilities. Today is about career growth. Today is about inspiration. Those words coming for Jennifer were just really incredibly powerful reminders to me. Another thing that she said, too, she talked about the impact of teachers and how, as a parent, you may see your child a certain amount of hours each day. But the moment that child or teen goes to school, they're there for 8 hours with those educators. And now, just so everybody knows, we have one of the most significant investments in expanded care within our education system. And so those kids that go for 8 hours now, they're going to be eligible for up to 10 hours of care at their school sites between being in a classroom with a credentialed teacher and then moving into expanded care program for after school programming. We're going to see after school programming change substantially. There's after school provider networks that are looking for full-time employees at great salaries, great benefits, because they understand what's coming up next in education. So just like Dr. Zealot just said, there's going to be more days when those children and teens are spending time with us, more time with us than with their families and with their parents. So our impact is significant, and don't ever belittle the impact that we make in education and what we do, and every single career in education. I love that Jennifer included our yard duty supervisors, our custodians, our office staff, everybody who works in the machine to help people get educated. One of my favorite teacher prep students I ever worked with was majoring in accounting and did everything in my teacher prep program because she wanted to be a district accountant and knew that she wanted to have a teacher prep background because she wanted to end up at a district office. So if you're here today, I can guarantee there's a job for you in education. There's so many different opportunities that are existing right now, but that are coming through the pipeline as well. I want to also talk about Christos and Jane, and just for a moment about what they said. First of all, Christos showed us and proved to us This work has been going on at Antelope Valley for a long time. He's also reminded us that funding plays a key role in teacher preparation efforts. Right now, Antelope Valley absolutely has funding to keep these awesome resources going for quite a while, which is so exciting. When you get an opportunity to have a Title V federal grant, it's not just a one-year grant to everybody, it's a multi-year grant. And then if things go well and we have strong data and we can showcase the impact that we're making, sometimes we get an opportunity for additional funding as well, additional years of funding. Later today, actually, in just a moment, we're going to be sharing the survey that goes along with the conference. Now, here's the thing, though. Most of you are going to be here for most of the day, okay? So at some point today, please fill out this survey because this is what helps us to continue to get funding in teacher preparation and specifically for Antelope Valley College. This is going to show us who's here today and the impact that this conference has made on you. If you're going to be here all day, don't worry. I will be dropping this in. I'll be dropping this the survey link in all day long. Jane and I will be at all of your sessions all day, so you'll see us in the chat, and we'll be there in support. I also want to make sure that everybody's reminded around lunchtime today at 12:30, we're going to have a really dynamic teaching panel. They're STEM educators, but they're going to be talking about their journeys in STEM education, but they're going to be talking about the benefits of teaching in general. So everything that they say is going to be relevant for anyone, no matter what age and what grade you want to teach and what subject area you want to teach. So I hope you join us. I also want to remind everybody too, at the very end of the day from 3:30 to 4, we're going to have a quick closing with an opportunity drawing. We have 8 different fun and exciting, engaging presents to go out to people who attend that opportunity drawing. You do have to be present to win. So if you're available from 3:30 to 4, make sure to join us at that time. Now I've got something, actually, I want to talk about something with Jane first, and then I'm going to share something that I'm so excited about, and it's going to be like I don't know, first time it's dropping, so I'm really excited about it. But Jane said something that hit my heart. Jane shared with us about her journey as a second language learner, as somebody who came from another country and was learning, different norms of coming into education, about her husband's journey and how some of the tests really were a barrier for people in her family, and how she had to give more being a second language student and really, taking additional ESL classes, taking additional English classes, always trying to better herself. That's an inspiration. And I hope Jane is an inspiration for many of us who are on today. Something she said, though, that really tugged at my heart. She said, I knew as a child that I wanted to teach because I used to teach my toys. How many who are, I see at least one head going, oh yeah. Do you guys know that 50% of the teaching field knows they want to be a teacher by the time they're 5 and 6 years old? How many other career pathways can say that people know that young that they want to be a teacher? Being a teacher, I love it. I knew it at 10. I used to make assignments for my plushies. I used to teach my friends. I did too. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the chat right now and I love it. Even Dr. Jennifer, the president of Antelope Valley College, says, I did too. I am so just thrilled that people are sharing that. I have to tell you, when I was a 5th grade teacher at Castaic Elementary, for many of you who are in Antelope Valley, you know Santa Clarita. I'm right next door. I live next to Magic Mountain. I taught at all 4 schools in Castaic, in addition to being a professor and administrator at College of the Canyons. But when I was a 5th grade teacher at Castaic Elementary, I had the most lovely student. Her name's Rachel Godalia, and she's okay with me using her name. She used to come to my class every day and she'd be like, Miss Marshall, do you have any extra worksheets, any extra tickets? Can I have extra stuff from the treasure box? Do you have extra, chalk or extra dry erase markers? Whatever I had, I would just give her. I'd be like, yeah, you're looking for this? Absolutely. Oh, you want to do this? Absolutely. And she'd bring in pictures. Okay, this was back in the day, no cell phone, not with my 10-year-olds at that point. And she'd bring in pictures and she'd go, Miss Marshall, this is a picture of my classroom. And she had a whiteboard and she had all of her animals, stuffed animals and dolls around the whiteboard. And they'd be like sitting there, there'd be papers in front of them, activities in front of them, and whatnot. And she'd teach them every day. Fast forward, she was 10 at that point. I tried my best to support everything I could do. One of my favorite things actually is Rachel is a person of Jewish faith, and she actually came to me and said, Miss Marshall, is there any way that I could teach the class about Hanukkah? And I said, of course, I'd be happy for you to teach the class about Hanukkah, but wouldn't it be maybe more relevant for you to come and teach about, the high holy days and maybe Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur? And you know what Rosh Hashanah is? Absolutely. Some of my family's Jewish. So what do you want to teach the class? Fantastic. So she came in and did a lesson with my class. You should have seen how hands-on it was. This 10-year-old had full command of 34 of her peers in the room. I knew then that she was going to be spectacular. Fast forward, and as a 20-year-old woman, she walks into my college intro to teaching class at College of the Canyons and is like, Miss Marshall, I'm ready to be a teacher now. So I had the opportunity to teach her as an adult as well. And I'm so, so thrilled that we all made this investment with Rachel, because right this minute, like not right now, she's hopefully sleeping in, but yesterday and on Monday, she's a first grade teacher in the Newport School District. And guess what grade she always wanted to teach? And so guess what, everybody? Those days of teaching your dolls and teaching your toys and all the things that we do in education, they absolutely lead to this next part. They absolutely lead to the career. So, okay, here's this next piece that I'm really excited to share with everybody, okay? And you, the 91 people who are on this minute, are getting first dibs on this. So next week, next Tuesday night and Wednesday night, we are offering CBEST test preparation for free. It's virtual. And for anyone who's interested, okay? We haven't been able to run these yet. We're so excited to get to do it. We wanted to give everybody at the conference first dibs on registering. I just put the links in the chat. On Tuesday night from 6 to 8, we're going to learn about the math portion of the CBEST test. CBEST is something that's required for anybody who wants to be a sub or anybody who wants to teach TK through 12. Now, there's some other ways that you can waive out of it now. So for those of you who are looking into waiving out, if you've already got a bachelor's degree, if you already have a bachelor's degree where you passed all your math and English classes with a B or higher, you might not need to take this test. But there's still many, many people who do. And it's a test that if somebody breaks it down for you and teaches you how to take the test, you're going to be more likely to be successful passing it your first time. So we've got April Riley. She's fantastic. She's a K through 12 teacher, but she's also served as a professor in education. She's going to be leading both the sessions. The first one is on Tuesday night from 6 to 8. And that one is focusing specifically on the math portions of the CBEST. The second night is on Wednesday from 6 to 8. This is the 28th of September, and that's going to focus on the English portions of the test. Now, between these two nights, April's going to break down what exactly you can expect on the test, what the format looks like. She's going to get into test-taking strategies, specifically strategies that are going to bring down any anxiety that you might have about taking these tests and passing these tests. And then in addition to that, she's going to get into a couple of like sample problems of what it looks like and how we can break it down together. Now, something really cool about this, and this goes back to Jane and Jane's commitment to everybody who's on right now. Not only is Jane and the TAP program offering these 2 CBEST test prep workshops for you for free, and they're virtual, so anybody can join. But if you register and attend both Tuesday from 6 to 8, and Wednesday from 6 to 8 next week, anyone who does that is also going to be mailed a Princeton guide to help you pass the CBEST. That guide is normally about $25, $30, but we've purchased them as an investment for you because we want to help you not only with the workshop, but as you're preparing and getting ready to take and to crush that test. All it is another test. All it is another test. It's a barrier. Yeah, let's help you get through it. So please, 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 if anyone is interested, and you do not need a book for the workshops, we will provide everything you need. We will send you the book afterwards. I'm going to put this in the chat one more time so everybody has those links. I will put those links in again later today. But before we have a few more minutes together before we go to our first session. First sessions. Oh, this is going to be a hard one to choose because you've got Brandon from JPL, who's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Brandon's so fantastic, so hands-on. But then you have Yadira Ariana, who is faculty here at Antelope Valley College. In addition to other colleges, Yadira actually teaches for a couple colleges. And Yadira is going to be sharing her experience as a first-generation student, as a first-generation teacher. Both of these are going to be impactful. Might be hard to choose. One thing for everybody to know, we are going to try our best to record every session today. There is one session that cannot be recorded. That is about your financial future, and that's the CalSTRS session that's happening later today with Jennifer. Please know that CalSTRS is not allowed to record this type of session, so that's why that's one session that's not recorded, but everything else we are going to try our best to record. Thank you also for the people who are already messaging me privately to say that they've registered for the CBEST workshops. That makes me so incredibly happy. Before we log off though today, I just want to talk about just a couple pieces of logistical information to make sure that everybody knows what's happening today. Yadira, did you want to say something? I see your hand.
Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be here. I didn't want to interrupt. It was such a great conference. I was so inspired by the president. I mean, how lucky are we that we have a president that actually believes in education? I work at different campuses and I know that it's not in every campus. So we are really, 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 really lucky. But I just wanted to ask, I actually just wanted to ask about the CBEST and I should have raised my hand. I was going to send a chat, but looking forward to see anybody who's going to join the my session, but then you have Brandon. So I don't know, that's a hard one.
It's great too because Yadira and Brandon know each other too, which makes it even better. Yadira, also for your other students, we can absolutely share the CBEST test prep information. One thing that Antelope Valley prides itself in is being inclusive. And so just like with this conference, by all means, we have Antelope Valley students, but we have many others as well. It's the same idea for the workshop.
Yeah,
so
no,
I love that you brought that up.
We have El Camino students here too, and Rio Hondo. So I teach at both colleges and I invited everybody and my students and AVC too. So thank you. Yeah, share that with me. I will share it with everybody.
Excellent,
Oh,
excellent.
ELAC too. Wow. Yay, go ELAC. I'm a ELAC.
Oh, yeah.
We also have Compton College in the building.
It's great. That makes us so happy. We even have some of our four-year colleges here. Another thing that I'm super excited about, we have high school dual enrollment students that are on right now too. So we've got our high school students. I see Pierce in the house. I love this. Oh my gosh, this makes me so happy. This is what the community is about. This is what the community of educators is about. This is all about inclusion. It's about all of us coming together and trying to be better, you know? Okay, so here's what we've got in store, everybody. We are on from 8 to 4 today. Please stay with us for as much as you can. We understand life. If you need to go to the bathroom, you need to get a drink or whatever, we totally get it. But please hang with us as much as you can because today's the day. This isn't happening again this semester. So today's the day, everybody. Want to let you know, as of right now, we have over 235 people registered, which is always so exciting. One thing I want to share though, in between sessions, I check my email. So if you have any friends or colleagues who still want to join, you just shoot them my email, education@reneemarshall.com, and I will get them joined and in the group as quickly as I possibly can. I also want to let you know, some of you are taking the Introduction to Teaching class that requires 45 hours of field work. Some of the sessions today are considered appropriate and to be counting towards that field work since we're in the virtual space. Please know that on your conference schedule that you were emailed with all the links, it should say underneath the person's description, this session is presented by a credentialed teacher. So if you need to get those 45 hours of field work and you're utilizing Teach for Antelope Valley as a way to get those hours, please make sure you try your best to go to the sessions that are with credentialed teachers, okay? Another thing too also, what you get out of Teach for Antelope Valley is really up to you. This is really like a choose your own conference. Every block, you're gonna have 2 different sessions. In the morning, we're together. During the teacher panel, we're together. And the closing session, we're together. Other than that, we're jumping between the 2 different sessions, okay? Okay, great questions too about recording. We're gonna try our best to record the CBEST test prep sessions. Please know though, everyone, we are currently building a website though. So it's not like we have the place to put all the recordings yet. So we'll have a cup, maybe like a week or so till we're able to get them out to everybody, but we will try to get them out as soon as possible. Another thing too, though, when you go into your sessions today and your presenters, they ask you to introduce in the chat or share what your name is or do a poll or a survey or anything like that. Please make sure that you chime in. Your participation is key. Okay, I'm going to do one more drop in the chat before we go ahead and log off for now, everybody. But we have got, just real quick reminder, we've got the conference survey. We've got CBEST and CBEST test prep coming up. If you're interested in any of those, please make sure that you join us for those. But most importantly, have a great day today. Have fun at Teach for Antelope Valley. Just enjoy it, learn and soak in as much as you can. And we really, truly hope that everybody has a spectacular day. So I will see you in session you'll either see me or Jane in every single session. First session starts at 9:15. Remember, we've got sessions on special education, early childhood education, how to get your credential. We've got sessions from Cal State Bakersfield on the programs that they offer. We also have a really special session from UC Irvine on a special STEM credential that if you go in that pipeline, they pay the credential for you. That's a $22,000 savings. So check it out today. Please go to lots of sessions. I also want to do a plug for CalSTRS. They're going to be talking about your financial freedom. I know it might sound early to be thinking about your financial freedom in the future. The more you understand it early, the better. So we have got early childhood sessions, all sorts of different sessions. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody, and we will see you in session 1. Bye, everybody. Have a great time today. We'll see you at the first breakout.